Hey there, it's Reverend Nhien, founder of Evolving Enneagram. If you've been seeking a compassion-based, contemplative approach to Enneagram inner work, you are in the right place. We are in the midst of a 52-week Sunday Talk series based on the book by Oren Sofer, Your Heart Was Made for This. And this week, our topic is loving kindness and the Enneagram. So, ready? Let's begin. So today's talk will come in three parts. In part one, I'd like to just explore a little bit of what loving kindness means, and borrowing from Sofer's teachings as well as my own background in it. Part two, I'd love to offer a guided meditation of loving kindness for you. And then in part three, I'd like to bring the Enneagram in and kind of look at ways, based on your Enneagram type, you might have had blind spots around where your kindness can naturally flow. So, beginning with a quote from Sofer's book, I love that he offers some important teachings, I think, on this topic, some of which I haven't even heard before. But I want to take a step back before I share his quote and say that, evolving Enneagram is founded on the notion of, the word evolution is really about the evolution of love, the evolution of consciousness into a greater and more expansive, all-inclusive love. And that's the spirit with which I hold this work. For me, Jesus' teaching, love your enemies is not about loving what I already love. It's about opening to what I don't yet love. And so that's my invitation to you here to consider where loving kindness doesn't already naturally flow. And I also want to borrow from the teachings of Pierre Teilhard de Chardin, whose work inspired this notion of evolution as well. And he believes and taught that what the world needs is the evolution of love, that love itself is evolving, and that we're at this point where the conscious evolution of love is vital, so that love moves from being special to being universal. So, right, I think of love being special as to certain people in our lives only, or special as to even ourselves only under certain conditions. And for me, it's about moving into unconditioned love. So with that, I want to bring in a quote from Sofer's book here. The Buddha urged his disciples to cultivate an expansive love called metta, or what we have been calling loving kindness. His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, defines metta as basic human warmth. Metta sits at the core of kindness. It is our innate capacity for goodwill. When developed, metta, like agape, opens into a boundless, unconditional love for all creatures. This love is not sentimental. It doesn't demand we put on a happy face or act politely when we're upset. Nor does it require us to be doormats. This is super important, right? Abandoning our needs and allowing others to walk all over us. Love does not ask us to like those who would harm us, whose actions we oppose, or whose views we abhor. Rather, metta shifts our attention to a deeper level. Recognizing both our shared condition and our potential for goodness, metta appeals persistently and unfailingly to our best nature. Living from a foundation of love, we embody kindness and help naturally from compassion. This impartial love that lends itself to simple kindness also lends itself to revolutionary love on the stage of social transformation. It animates social justice as a force for change, nourishing our courage to face collective pain and the energy to act for its healing. So this week, this focus is for this larger love that I believe isn't just for ourselves, but for our world. So with that, I want to offer this loving kindness meditation that I hope that you will feel encouraged to try on and practice even each day this week. So with that, I want to take the opportunity now to invite you to take this opportunity with me to sit in a comfortable and relaxed manner. You can open your eyes or close them, whichever is most comfortable for you. Take 2 or 3 deep breaths with slow, long, and complete exhalations, like let go of any concerns or preoccupations. And for a few minutes, feel or imagine the breath moving through the center of your chest in the area of your heart. You might want to hit pause as you allow yourself to center in this way. Give yourself the time and space you need. And then beginning with yourself, I invite you to make my words your words in the silence, holding yourself in your own heart and praying this prayer with me. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be filled with loving kindness. Letting this fill your heart. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. Allow yourself to sink into the intentions of these words. If you feel any warmth or connection in your heart, let your attention dwell there, inviting the warmth to grow. And then next, bring to mind someone for whom it's easy for you to send loving kindness toward, and pray this same prayer. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. Bringing to heart and mind an acquaintance, maybe just a cashier at the store, a neighbor you don't know well. And the same, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And now bring to mind someone for whom it's challenging to send loving kindness. And pray, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And then bring to mind the whole world, including this person whom you find challenging and including yourself. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be happy. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be happy. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be happy. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And allow for the warmth of this meditation to fill you. And again, take your time for purposes of this mini talk. I've kind of tightened the meditation, but you can pause at any time to take your time with each step. And let your heart feel this prayer. And so Sofer has such wise counsel in his book. He writes that sometimes, during our loving kindness meditation, sometimes opposite feelings will show up, right? Anger, grief, or sadness may arise. And just take these as signs that your heart is softening, right? Revealing what is held there, right? What has been tightly held there. And it's just you're opening to your heart finally. And you can either shift to mindfulness practice in that case, or you can also go back to that first step of loving kindness toward yourself. It's almost like loving kindness toward yourself amidst your grief, right? Amidst your anger, amidst that negativity. So I want to move into a very brief invitation based on the Enneagram, because of course, like kindness is not Enneagram specific, right? So all I'm doing here is saying that there are gestures that we might not think to offer ourselves based on our Enneagram type. So these are just a few reflections on what that might be. So for ones, I invite you kind of in a letting go process. What guilt did you give yourself permission this week? Are you giving yourself permission to set down? And what indulgence might you give yourself permission to pick up this week if you're a one? For the two, what requests did you give yourself permission to gently say no to? And what nurturing did you allow yourself to receive? For the three, where did you give yourself a break, even if it means you feel behind on something? And also, when did you honor your sensitive heart? 4, when did you catch and release the suffering of your comparing mind? Catch it, release it. And when did you really let someone's compliment or positive words about you actually fill your heart? Did you receive it? For the 5, what self-judgment might you release about a time that you felt like foolish or confused or incompetent? And how might you be kind rather than rejecting toward the negative feelings in your own heart, right? Like maybe you have anger or sadness or unforgiveness, and can you be kind and to your own heart? So 6 is, how might you let go of a sense of duty? How do I say this? How might letting go of a sense of duty actually be an act of kindness for yourself? Does that make sense? Like basically the idea is that you generally think of being dutiful, but how does letting go of being dutiful in a moment occasionally mean that you're actually being kind to yourself, right? So how might kindness look similarly? How might kindness look like choosing when you rest? A lot of 6s, like their schedules can be very dependent on their significant others. And so there's something about like managing your own rest that can be important to your sense of agency and autonomy. And so for 7s, how might slowing down your pace support you? Did you treat yourself with patience when you felt sad or frustrated this week, right? Take a look at it for the week. For the 8s, when did you set down your armor this week? And when were you more gentle with the most vulnerable and tender parts of yourself? The most precious parts of yourself, I'll add. So for the 9s, how might it be kind to say no to one of your own checking out behaviors? And how might you stand up for your personal desires or needs as an act of kindness, right? So kindness can have a ferocity to it, right? It's not just passive. So with that, I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you this week, and I hope that this week is filled with greater kindness, including and especially self-kindness, right? It starts here. So take care, be gentle. I'll See you next week. Bye.